I really did not want to make this video. Just kind of wanted to skip it and like not talk about it. I did some really poor trading, put myself in a bad situation. Uh, but if other people can learn from this experience and like avoid it, like I think it's worth doing. I also said I would be very transparent about my trades and show the good and bad, but I guess that also includes the stupid. So in this weekly review, I'm going to start off by talking about like the dumbest trades I did this week and this really horrible situation I put myself in. Probably lost some hair over it. Actually, it was pretty ugly for a little bit there, and then I'll jump into my normal weekly review video that you're used to seeing me do. So first off, we're just talking about one day in general, and that's Friday. Obviously, Friday market was pretty red. Uh, just look at the watch list; like everything is almost red. Uh, it actually turned out to be a good day for me. Like if you just looked at the final numbers, like what you could play in Mouth Thumper, that was awesome. But the the path that I got here was just horrible. And I think we'll just go ahead and pull up my trades here and just show you that while I talk about it. All right. So today I started off and market was showing signs of going down, and I said to myself that I wouldn't be doing Tesla. So what else is gonna drop quickly with Spy and QQQ and everything? Amazon. So I thought instead of playing Tesla, I would play Amazon, and I started by buying a deep in the money put, and I bought another one, and then it looked like Spy might have found support and was turning around. Amazon was shooting back up. Like I think I sold these or I bought these puts when Amazon was at 29.35 ish, and then Amazon started shooting back up to 29.70, and basically I was like, okay, I was wrong. Let's close that. And I mean that series of trades there just I guess put me on tilt if this was poker when you just lose control and just try to chase, uh, try to make up losses and stuff. I'm not sure what the equivalent term is for the stock market. Maybe it's just revenge trading, but I feel like this was a little bit worse than that. Uh, so I decided to go ahead and switch my direction bias and go bullish. And I mean, this was more like a knee jerk panic reaction, guys. Like when you're setting out to do trades, set up a plan and stick to it. Don't just jump into stuff like I was doing today. It was not fun. I think a couple of weeks ago, I got lucky on some Tesla trades, and it made me think I was a lot better at some quick swing trading than I was. That actually started in the last week of December. So if I pull up this is from like the last week of December, my weekly review, and I think I kind of broke my trading from when I started playing Tesla, and I had some pretty decent gains here. And then the following week, gained more from Tesla, just doing quick day trade swing type things because I was seeing opportunities kind of read on the stock. And so basically, I was trying to repeat that today, and obviously, it wasn't working. Anyway, back to this. So I'm panicked, and I go ahead and buy some calls to try to make up. Let's follow that trend up. And then I was like, you know what? I'm still very bullish here, or I mean bearish. Let's go ahead and close that out and go back to puts. I can't be wrong 3 times in a day. Oh boy, was I. But like that's just the beginning of the issue that happened. I was well, the trades speak for themselves. Let's go ahead and just look at them. So first I bought 4 at the money puts on Amazon here, and they cost 19.92. Amazon went up to 29.50. So I was like, I could average down because I could buy these for 17.30. So I just bought double my position because I was like, it's just gonna go back down. Spy showing weakness, and Amazon's obviously gonna go down, right? No, not really. So it kept going up, and and then like you can see how I quickly went off the rails here. Well, I can lower my break-even price if I buy more out of the money puts. Uh, this is not what you want to be doing. This is not how I got up here. Like, I feel really bad showing this. Even if this was just bad trade. This is an example of what not to do. Like, you don't buy out of the money puts or out of the money calls. Even like if you're gonna be buying premium, you're buying deep in the money, so that you don't have to worry about extrinsic burning. But instead, here I am buying 0 DTE contracts, looking for a quick swing to try to make up for these losses, because that's what I was doing. I was trying to chase and make up for these losses, and obviously I should have stopped after the 7,200 here. And I'll be honest, I had the thought like, okay, it's 7,200, you're still up for the year, stop here. Like, but I couldn't control myself. My emotions got the best of me, and that's when this series of stuff happened. Then I doubled down again and bought 16 contracts, and before you know it, Amazon shot back up to what is it? 2970. I think even 2977 at one point. And so you could buy more of them at 640. At this point, I was like, I already got so much money committed. What's another 18,000 or whatever this came out to be? Like, I really don't know what was going through my head here. I guess just I lost control of my emotions. Didn't have a trade plan going into this trade, and it got ugly. Uh, Even after this point, uh, Amazon, like this option play here, was showing me negative $28,000 before I had to like just walk away. I had to go to a meeting. I set a fill order, a sell order to sell the contracts if for some reason Amazon did shoot down, just to get out. A little bit for a profit, but I actually wasn't too sure that was going to happen anymore. I should have probably just closed it after I did that, because at this point I'm like, I just blew my account. Like I'm losing tens of thousands of dollars. My daily was showing negative 40,000, and then I think this position size still had about 45,000 on it. So here's $45,000 of out of the money puts that are burning quick from theta, because theta is racing to zero at this point. Like, this was just everything not to do, guys. Like, I feel bad about it. Got back from my meeting, sat down to see what the damage was, and found out that my order got filled, and basically I got lucky. And even then, like, my state of mind in terms of like trading, like I'm looking at like, whoa, like these Amazon puts, like if I just sat down now and I could close it, I would have made $70,000. Like, I just have not been in the right frame of mind right now to be trading options. It's actually why I'm gonna take a break from options. Like, I'm putting myself on like a 30-day ban. I need to like reset. I used to have like a notebook with a bunch of rules for like the system I used to trade, and I'd review that every so often. But I've since thrown that out because I don't need it anymore. I'm so good. It was horrible. So I'm gonna have to like remake that and start like redeveloping my trading strategy, because I went off the rails here. Been trading without a plan for like the last couple of weeks, and have been rewarded for it, which I think is even more dangerous because it just feeds that ego. And I mean, I don't even know what to say, guys. Like, I know I end up making like 10,000 here, whatever that turns out to be, but it really feels like I just blew my account. Like, that's how I feel right now, because I went off the rails on my trading, did not control myself, and like this could have ended really badly. Could have lost at least half my account on this. I'm afraid to go through and like actually calculate how much stuff I had on at this point before this order got filled. Like, it's I'm really like speechless on this. I don't even know what to say. And then after this got filled, I basically just decided like I need a timeout. Like, I'm just closing down all my option plays, playing or hitting reset. Like, my account was at 201, which is up massively for the year, and I was like, if I just close everything now, still up a lot. Like, I can deal with this, and so I just closed down basically everything that I wouldn't mind getting assigned. So like, did I really buy Microsoft at 315? No, I just closed it. I just went and closed the rest of these positions at mid. If mid didn't instantly fill, I clicked mid again just to get out. I understand that like I'm just letting like this dumb trade lead to even more bad decisions here because some of these are probably gonna be fine. Just had to wait for IV to go down eventually or roll till they're perfect, whatever. But I don't trust myself to stick to my systems right now, and basically just gonna take a timeout. Like that's that's what I'm doing. Um, wow. I guess the moral of the story is, guys, make a plan, stick with it, control your emotions, and like going on tilt, or I guess it's called revenge trading. It's very easy to do, and like when it happens, you get in so deep, you just feel like you have to keep going, which you don't. Like tap out, like you don't have to blow your whole account off one bad decision. And that was really the route I was going, and that like honestly scares me. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, Options are great when used responsibility, and if you can keep your if they're used responsibly and you keep your emotions in check and can stick to a plan. Like when you start thinking you're better than the market or that it'll do what you want it to do, that's when you can blow up your account. And honestly, I probably should have blown up my account here. Like this, I guess those horseshoes still work. Wow. All right. Let's go ahead and transition to like my normal weekly reviews. So first off, let's pull up the daily sheet. And so Tuesday, lost 2,300. Markets were down a lot. Actually, the whole week the market's been going down. If you didn't see that, then let me know where you were hiding. Like, cause you were hiding on some good rocks, I guess. uh, and Tuesday I had success. I was playing Tesla and was green, even though I think the market was red. Uh, Thursday, another down day, even though I realized 801 in income. And then Friday ended good, but it like feels horrible. Uh, I don't know what to say. Uh, let's go ahead and look at the trades for the week. You can just see how crazy I've been doing. So first off, I had Virgin Galactic $16 put that was expiring this week, and I chose to roll it out. And so here's actually mistake number one for me. If you can believe I made more mistakes this week. Uh, when I was using the roll tool in interactive brokers, I actually clicked on 16.5 instead of the 16 strike. So I actually rolled up a strike. And what I thought I was rolling for 41 cents credit on a 16 strike, I was rolling for 41 cents on a 1650 strike. And like, that was just a dumb boneho, like a bad mistake, guys. Like, I think it would have been fine if I could wait out Tesla, or not Tesla, if I could wait out Virgin Galactic. Eventually, I think Virgin Galactic's going to be good. I'm long heavily in it in my Roth IRA, so it could sit there for many years if need be. I will bag hold those gladly. So I figured I might as well uh, roll this one out and not take assignment. So that's what I ended up doing. And because I went up a strike, it kind of felt like I did this for like a 9-cent debit, which is like a dull moment. And then ultimately later you saw I closed that out too. So I should have just taken the loss up here and not rolled it. Uh, and then also I did have some luck on Tesla again. I started off the morning by playing it down, picked up a quick $317. Then later Tesla climbed up. Uh, Other indexes showed weakness. Tesla showed a hit of resistance, so I put on another zebra and collected 1397, which actually canceled out the loss from the Virgin Galactic roll. So I was pretty happy about that at the time. Tuesday, I bought a bull zebra on Tesla when it was at 990, and then Tesla went down, or sorry, when it was at 1020. Then Tesla went down to 1,000, it was testing like the 1,003 mark, and I decided to double down, bought another one, and looks like I ultimately bought two more because I was feeling a little cocky, I guess. And then eventually Tesla did shoot up. I think it went up to 1027 when I locked in my gain, and I think it went up higher than that, but that's where like there's previous resistance, so I decided, take my win and get out. And that happened when I was at the gym, so that was, or actually when I went to get lunch, so that was pretty nice. The following day, again, I just was hitting home runs on Tesla. Like my reads were there. It seemed like I could not lose. Like this really may have helped lead to me getting the wrong mindset for Friday. Basically, like I think I probably should have stopped trading like after this for the week, but I was just that momentum kept going and like it built. Well, I mean, what can we say? Uh, on this day at the open, there was some strength, so I put on some zebra calls. I just wrote it up for a quick win. And moved $3. I took that win, got out. The trade was less than a minute alive, and then I turned around and went bearish on it. I bought some deep in the money puts and waited for a small movement in my favor, and took that win for 500. Actually, I think in this one, IV actually increased more so than the stock going down to help me get that win. I think Tesla only went down about $3. And I was a little close for a $500 gain. So I think IV helped me on this one, or the spread helped. I got a good fill when I entered this position. And then obviously, I already talked about Friday. Like that just was horrible. I'm just gonna stop looking at that now. Pull up the other sheet here. And here's my logs for the trades in my Google Sheets, and you can see Tesla, or Amazon. I didn't really want to go through and put everything in, so I just made one row and said idiotic plays and just put in the P&L right there. Now, I will say that this month has been pretty good for me, but I think the broker is the guy that wins the most here. So this month alone, I've paid almost $1,200 in commissions. Like, how do I start a brokerage? Like, y'all could trade in my brokerage. uh, yeah, premium cooking. There's obviously not much on. I got some Devo puts that are cooking that I want to be assigned on. And aside from that, everything else is closed. Quick overview. January realized income has been insane. And since I'm in those income funds now, I'll also be getting a dividend on top of all this stuff. Like, basically, I have my 2020 option gains in January already, and we still have a week left, although I'm not opening any new positions. I'm just managing the ones I currently have, or I may sell puts on like new income funds I want to add to, because I might put some of this winnings into more income funds. The tracker sheet up 8,800 this week, 4%. That makes me up 12% a year, despite the fact that I really shouldn't be if you look at these trades. Oh my goodness, man. I'm not sure how much longer the horseshoe can pay off here, so gonna have to tighten up and like get back on track. Like it's been bad. I keep talking about how bad I've been trading, and I've been continuing to do it. So that's why I'm gonna straight up like put a pause on my options trading and reevaluate in a month if I should be doing options or not, because like this got ugly fast. Like when I was seeing like negative $40,000, like that's a lot of money to me. Well, I hope you guys learned something from this video or found it insightful. Options are great. You can make a lot of money on it, but you can also lose a lot. Like when you're selling options, you are taking on risk. If you don't stick to the pure sell puts on stocks you want to own at prices you want to buy at, and sell covered calls at prices you don't mind selling at, like you're taking on more risk than you might realize. And I think sticking to just the wheel strategy really is the only safe way to play options right now. The market's proven like it can move in a heartbeat, and by the time you can step out of the way, it might be too late. Right now, stock market's going down. People don't know where the bottom is. Other people are getting excited. Can we sell now and collect all that premium? I'm one of those guys. Ooh, what can I sell now? but it can keep going down. Who knows? I think a person from our Discord, James, was talking about how on these days here the index has been moving like 1 or 2%, and all the larger cap stocks are moving like 3 or 4, or double or 3 times the amount that the indexes are moving. And there's just an interesting observation that there's a lot of stocks that have been beaten down already. Like they've been in a bear market for like the last 6 months, and it's like all these larger stocks that everyone loves is just catching on to that, and because they're waited so long to start that bear trend, like they're dropping a lot faster to make up that time. It feels like, and I haven't looked at SPY to even like pretend to figure out where it's gonna go right now because just right now I'm not in the right state of mind. Like this is still Friday. Like all this is still fresh on me. Over the weekend, I'll take a look, see what's going on, and or maybe I won't because I'm not really looking to put on that many trades. I think I will have to look. So I have to put out a video, but uh, yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope the market didn't hurt you guys too much these last couple of days, and I hope we get green and everyone gets a rocket. I guess. Thank you for watching, guys, and keep it up.